All right. I do believe I'm good to go. Am I? Normally when I click the streaming button, I get another option, and now it just went straight to streaming. Oh, so let's go ahead and take a look and make sure that I'm actually running. Okay, and it doesn't seem to be. Oh, wait, there you go. Okay, so yeah, this has been left in. Fair enough. Now it's time to go live on the TikTok, and that shouldn't be too long. And we are done. So what we are going to be doing again today is hold on a second. Let me I suppose I don't need to do that. Okay, cool. No, I do. I need to be able to read the comments. My bad. Hold on. We're just going to go through the levels again. All right. This is turned on. Cool. I know my voice is off by like a microsecond, so it looks kind of weird, but nobody's actually complained about it yet. I did 87 levels yesterday, and we're going to carry on today. So if you guys are wanting to watch, then absolutely. You can suggest it all you want, but I'm just going to say right now I'm just going to be doing this level because I'm trying to make the levels. I'm trying to make videos of the levels. So you guys can just search it and boom, there you go. And that's all you'll have to do. It'll be on the website or whatever it is. But anyway, all right. As usual, I like to make my mouse just that wee little bit bigger so you guys don't have to look for it so soon. All right, no. Anyway, cool. Let's just go to 88 and see what is going on here. So 88 it's an interesting one. It's an interesting enough one. It's something that this is basically how maximizing a little bit of room. So it's hugging everything to the left. In worst case scenario, you turn too late right about here and you reverse a little bit. Just keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye on your truck. And then we're going to dip in over here. All right. And this way we don't have to blindside it. So we're just going to keep going right until we basically hit something and then we stop. Then I'm going to point my steers straight. And eventually I'm going to run my truck running parallel to this line here. And looking good. Now I've lost my 3 stars because I've been demonstrating, but normally I would have easily have gotten 3 stars. And there we go. That's one sure way to know that I'm Irish is that I say 3 instead of 3. So there's the proof right there that I'm Irish. By the way, if you are joining us for the very first time, I am the creator of this game. My trucking skills. This is one of the versions. My European trucking skills, and yeah, I have been truck driving for 20 years as well. And I think all that information is up on the very top of the screen. But anyway, let's keep going. Welcome everybody who is on YouTube watching. And anyway, so this level. What is this level again? Pardon me. Okay, this could be better. Okay, this is a good level. I like this level because this is a real place in San Francisco. This is a recycle plant, and I've done this level a ton of times for people who have requested it. Normally there'd be moving vehicles, but not here. And so we got to go in, and we got to get scaled. All right, meaning we have to get our lightweight. We got to get how much we weigh before we get loaded. All right, and then once we are loaded, we're going to weigh ourselves again. And then we take whatever our light weight is against our gross weight, and that will tell us how much product that they put into it. And now, if this was, let's say I was loaded, what I would do here is I would stop roughly around here, and I'd figure out whatever weight that is, and that'll tell me my trailer weight. And then I'd back all the way up till right before my steers hop on, and then that'll tell me what my weight is on the axles. And minus the drive one, and so I can take that away, and that'll tell me how much weight is on the drive axles. And then I could go all the way forward, and I would take the the trailer and the drive axles, take that away from the gross, and that'll tell me how much my steers are. But anyway, that's how you do that level. All right, next one. Again, so I will not be doing requests today, so I apologize. Right now, I'm just trying to create a video of me doing all the levels in order So it'll be very easy for you guys to click on the video. There'll be what's it called? Timestamps. So all you have to do is click on the timestamp and the level, and that way you guys will easily be able to go to the level that you want requested. I'll still do the lives and all that kind of stuff. I'll still do levels that people request because But if I'm not live 24 hours a day, so that'll make life a little easier on you guys. Anywho, let's go to the next one. I was literally searching second truck reversing simulator on Google yesterday, and you found this. That's hilarious. All right. Now, the one great thing about my game versus the rest of the trucking games that you're going to find on your phone or whatever is that I'm an actual truck driver, and everything that you're seeing is what I wanted in a trucking game. I wanted this truck driving game to be the way I wanted it because I'm a truck driver and I'm a teacher of trucking, reversing, and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's why. And so that's why it's so perfect. That's why you're not. It's just I've played so many different trucking games on YouTube. Sorry, not on YouTube. On the Play Store or whatever, and they're junk. They're absolute junk. And it's just anyway. Let's carry on. 91. Okay, what do we got here? Now, the trouble with this level, now I've experienced this in the real world many times when you just don't have any room to pull forward. All right, so you can back it up into the space, but you might be cockeyed a little bit, and so a lot of times when you do screw up, you basically got to pull it all the way out again and try get it in one shot. All right, but so the goal is to get it in one shot, so you don't have to do that. All right, and so now this is fine. Okay, I'm fine because the trailer's where I wanted to be. So all I have to do is just do a pull forward. All right, not too much of one, and then all the way back again. And we're in, I think. Yes, we're in. Okay, 92. This is another real place that I have that is in Portland, Oregon. And I used to do this once a month, maybe. I loved it though. I loved it because I was challenged. I love a challenge, especially and then I just keep getting better and better and better and better. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this in at this angle. Usually you got to drive all the way around the building, all the way around. And can I go all the way out? No, I can't. That's as far as I can go. I thought I could go more. But anyway, I think we might need to set up here. Weirdly enough, this is a setup. All right. And let's start our jackknife now, but we can't jackknife too much. And okay, let's go now. Look at this, looking good, looking good. Now, in the real world, you could ask the customer across the street to move their cars if they're parked badly. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. I've had to do that a few times. That was much easier than I thought it was going to be. But anyway, what do we got else? 93. Oh, this one. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This was somebody paid me to figure out if he could drive his semi-truck into his parking, into his house. Now, this will be pretty easy, I believe, because it was an American truck. And hold on, so I basically gave him the advice of what to do. And I told him that he could drive his truck home. As long as he did it exactly. You drive into the space. It's basically he would park here overnight, all right, on his property, and how he would actually get out. So we got to get these axles hugging this as much as possible, like hugging it. Like if you can go on, if you can drive onto the grass, great job. What's the difference in American trucks? An American truck, the trailer is 53 feet long, generally speaking. Yes, there are ones where you can go a little bit more, and I think up to 59 in some states, but I've never seen those. And the trucks, actually, there's no length restriction on trucks, would you believe? It's just, you can't have them too long because then you'd be overweight and you wouldn't be able to drive anywhere because you can't make turns. So you've seen those big, huge super trucks, super long, ridiculous RV looking like trucks that have a trailer behind them, so there's no actual length restriction on them. What there is like, if you make them too long, they'll be too heavy on the steers. and you can't. So that's why they get to a certain point. But in Europe, they're maxed out at a certain length. All right, so the trailers are only 45 feet long, and then the trailers themselves, sorry, the trucks themselves are I don't know what I can't remember what the exact length is, like 16.5 meters or something like that. But as well as the here, let me go to the next level here for a second. As well, what huge difference is where the kingpin is. The kingpin in a trailer in Europe is it's looked like it's like 6 feet back. But the kingpin in an American truck is only 36 inches from the front. So what happens is, where I get caught out in the game a lot, is that the front of the trailer sticks out further. So let me go ahead and, where are we doing? What are we doing? So let me kind of show you here in a second. And, okay. So as you can see how far that's sticking out? That can cause problems, all right? Let me show you the problem that it can cause here, right? Also, the swing is a lot more. So if I drive next to here, you see? If you're not paying attention to it, boom, it's going to hit. So there we go. That's one thing. We don't have to worry about that too much in Europe. Sorry, in America. But you definitely have to worry about that a lot in Europe, as well as the swing. The trailer swing is a lot greater, meaning if you turn to the left, it's going to swing to the right a lot more than it is in America. But anyway, let's just finish this level. I've already lost my opportunity to get 3 stars. But it doesn't matter. We're just here to play the game and to see how the level is done. So what if I end up talking a little bit? All right. Okay. Now you can get this game on your phone, on iOS or your tablet or whatever, or by going to your app store, iOS store, or the Google Play Store, or you can go to mytruckingskills.com and just download it there. How did you find your developer? I found him on Fiverr.com. That is Fiverr .com. I think that showed up there. Yeah, that's where I found it. I actually bought something today too, because I'm in the middle of making a new game and I need a different user interface. Okay, I worked with drivers all day and have been considering getting a commercial driver's learner's permit. Should I? Absolutely. Why not? I don't know. It all depends on your situation too at the same time. You know what I mean? Let's move to the next one. Okay, sorry. There's people over here on YouTube talking. So I'm looking for Robux. I don't know what that means, but Michelle, hello. Do you have a steering wheel? Yep, steering wheel right here. Am I on camera still? Okay. Yes, and you can use the steering wheel on your Android phone or on the PC. Sorry, you cannot use it on iOS device. It breaks my heart. Absolutely breaks my heart that we were not able to figure it out. But anyway, please show me how to parallel park a truck. I will not today, but I got plenty of videos on my YouTube channel. Just search parallel parking and I'll pop up somewhere. All right. Anyway, thank you very much, Curly Loss, for complimenting my game. Let's move to the next one. 95. Now, there is one level where you actually have to drive in this way, but it says no trucks. Yeah, I know it does, but sometimes you gotta do that. You gotta do what you're not supposed to do. I think I made it to where there was a crash. There's a crash going on over here somewhere, and it made it so you had to actually restart the game and just go in the wrong way. Oh my god, this is taking forever. Let's double the speed. This button over here is double the speed. All right, and here we go. We don't need to go double it anymore. Oh my god, there is some interesting levels we're going to be doing on this one, on this map. There's a bunch of different levels with this map. Okay, so all the way over here. And there we go. It looks like these guys over here are parked because they're in line. But I'm going ahead and I know the owner, so I went ahead and skipped the line. By the way, I used to do that. I used to be a frequent delivery. I used to deliver to Albertsons, or now Super Value. I used to deliver there around 6 times a day, 5-6 times a day. Oops. So I actually did. As soon as I picked up my trailer, I would text the security guard what the load was, and then by the time I actually got there, I'd have a door waiting for me, and that worked out really well because that way I could just deliver my load, drop my trailer, go get the next one, or go get the empty one, and it worked out really well. Where I was just constantly going, I never had to wait for my load. Anyway, next one. That was a long time ago. Ooh, this one. I haven't done this one in a long time. Look at this guy. What's he doing? He's going way faster than me. If I speed me up, I actually speed him up too. Okay. I think he's there so you don't take it too wide. And I don't think we needed to use that anyway. It's still early. 96, that's not too early. So there's some definitely challenging one around the 96 area, I suppose. Ooh, did I just screw up? Did I take that wide enough? I didn't. See? I didn't take it wide enough. All right, so what we got to do is go follow the path that we just came in. Let's go back a little bit more. We're going to hug stuff. We're going to hug this area on the left. Whoop! Hug it. Don't hug it too much because there's going to be swing. So I'm going to start my slight turn now. And then hug as much as I can to the left. And we just make it. I do believe we have to drive around the building, I think, and then parallel park. I think I made it to where it's very difficult to do it from here. But anyway. So yeah. Let's keep hugging everything to the left as much as we possibly can. All right, because I don't know how hard this corner is going to be. But the parallel park itself is going to be difficult. Can I make it through here? I think I can. Once I straighten up here. Now drive straight. Now the swing won't hit. And now we're golden. Okay. The parallel park will be tough. We're going to go all the way out here. Point our trailer towards the space. Whoops. And then we're going to do a straight back as much as we can. I can't really do anything right now. I got to wait for the front of my truck, my trailer, to get past this guy. And then I can turn hard, but I think I've already screwed it up. So I need to pull forward. I need to get my trailer aiming more towards this guy. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. So turn this way, and that's all we have to do. And I think we're okay now. That's better. I think. By the way, this is a parallel park, by the way. So you asked for a parallel park, and this is what you're getting. This might not be the way they want you to do it in a test, but this is the way I recommend doing it. Doing it straight back. As much as you can. Get yourself in a straight back. Okay? Straight back, straight back, straight back. And now we can turn all the way to the left. It's going to bring the front of the trailer to the left. And the right, the truck will go to the right, but of course we have to go all the way back as much as we can without hitting. All the way to the left as much as we can. Oh, if I wasn't actually talking while I was doing this, I would have gotten in one shot. And I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to just restart. And come on. Small movements. There we go. And okay, now we're in. Okay, I think we're in. Anyway, if you guys like what you're watching, by all means, double tap that screen. All right. I've learned that if you guys do double tap that screen, it'll give me likes and it makes my live feed more popular. So that'd be great. Are you Uncle Man? I don't know who Uncle Man is. I'm sorry. So my apologies in not knowing who Uncle Man is. This was a question on the YouTube over there. All right, next one. Almost like a real semi driver. Yeah, almost, I suppose. Hello, Steve, whoever Steve is. Okay, what do we got to do here? Okay, I already have a feeling that this one's actually a little tough. I might have made it too tough. I feel like this one might need to be further up along in the levels, but we'll see. You gotta go out here. Watch out for the swing of the trailer. Of course, you can't. I say watch out for the swing of the trailer, but you can't see the swing of the trailer because you can't. Oh, I'm not. Am I reading the comments? I'm trying to read the comments too at the same time. Sometimes I forget that I'm making a video. Okay, this one's not so bad. Or is it? We'll see. We'll see in just a second. Okay. Ooh, that was close. I think we're going to make it. Look at this. And then we can do a pull forward. And we're in. There's an angle back for you. Thank you very much. All right. Is it any different driving a 2-axle trailer? Not really. No, it's it turns different. It turns as long as it doesn't really. Okay, I'm just going to say that it doesn't really. Some people might say that, but it's because usually if you have a 3-axle trailer, you have a heavier load, so maybe it might be a little slower, I suppose. How many actual truck drivers are there? 10s and 34s watching this. What does that mean? Are there 10s or 34s watching? So Crypto Leskin, I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about. But were you ever a real semi-truck driver? Yeah, for 20 years. Technically, still a semi-truck driver. So yeah, I've been doing it quite. Yeah, decided to make a game on my knowledge. Why do you play EU trucks on your game? Sometimes always blank screen on Samsung A55 and other games as well. I don't. It's your phone, dude. I am so sorry. I'm not able to test out everybody's phone. It's just, oh, there we go. 10-hour break and 34-hour break. Oh, I get you. I'm sorry. Your 10-hour break. Oh God, I feel stupid now. Yeah. So yeah, in America, a 10-hour break resets your day. 34-hour break resets everything. It's like you didn't even work prior to that. So I always try to get a 34-hour reset every 6 days. Basically, I work as hard as I can in 6 days and then take 34 hours off, and then I'm good to go. Don't have to worry about anything after that. Anyway, next one. There's definitely some real truck drivers who watch this stuff. All right, because a lot of times I'm like, oh, let's see what this guy's got, and yeah, this is a Costco. I don't know where it is. It's just it got recommended. This is most of my maps are from real situations, real places in the world. So yeah, that's where it's kind of handy to have a game that all I have to do is copy real world situations. Boom, I got a level. Well, I'm watching, waiting to be loaded. Where are you? Out of curiosity, Crypto Toplikisson person, where are you? Where are you currently? Ooh, this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a mistake. So if this is the very first time I'm ever playing this level, all right, so I'm gonna go wide. And then we're gonna go in. All right, yeah. Okay, I don't think we can argue with that. Do you help people learn how to drive truck? I mainly learn how to teach people how to back up. Basically, what way to turn the steering wheel when you're reversing, and not just to back up, because there's more to backing up than backing up. There's pull forwarding. All right, is learning how to pull forward. All right, when you're reversing, and wow. Okay, so we're gonna have to turn around in here because I wasn't able to do it there. And that's fine. Let's go ahead and do that. And hold on. Basically learn how to trailer maneuvers and how to, just to kind of get used to situations that you might actually experience in the real world. Oops. Like I wouldn't have, you really shouldn't have done a U-turn inside in the building. That's kind of like one of those no-nos. Las Vegas, waiting on a flatbed. Been there a few times. Oh man. The first time I ever been to Las Vegas was in a semi-truck at nighttime. I just remember being on the freeway, and I was trying my hardest to see stuff. I was just, it was so. I feel like I was being dangerous because I was looking left and right. There's so much distractions because I was seeing I was seeing landmarks that I've seen on TV, and it was just, oh my God, look at that, look at that. It was such a distraction, and yeah. I can't remember where I stayed that night. All I remember is that I didn't have any air conditioning. So what's a decent starting pay for truck driving? Feck it, I was at 27 cents a mile when I first started, and that was back in 2002. And I think now I'm at 55 cents a mile or something like that. I can't remember actually. I think the most cents per mile I was ever at was like 65 cents a mile, but I was training. I was a mentor. Wow, you've been driving longer than I've been alive. Isn't that crazy? Oh, wait a second. You've been waiting over 34 hours in a shipper to load me, and you're in a day cab? Jesus Christ. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. A day cab is a truck that doesn't have a sleeper. So he technically can't go into the sleeper. What's your favorite place to drive? What a good question. That's actually a really decent question. What is my favorite place to drive? What do I look for? Oh yeah. Okay. Sometimes, because I live in the Pacific Northwest, and I've always loved driving the coast. I've always loved that. So when they send me to like Newport or where was it? So I can't remember exactly where it was, but it was where I got to drive on where I got to drive on Highway 101 in Oregon and Washington. It was kind of cool, but it was because it's pretty, and I wasn't in a hurry. Split on the loading manager. Okay, absolutely. Hopefully, you're getting paid hourly. All right, here's one. So we got to drive. This is actually really big level. All right, and it was trying to show you guys how to take corners and stuff. All right, like one of the corners is this. The other one is a little bit bigger, and the one over here is nice and big, and the one over here that you can't see is extremely big. All right, so when you are taking right-hand turns and you start to turn, first of all, you got to watch out for your swing, and you got to watch out for this guy too. And my swing just hit this guy. All right, and now I'm about to jump the curb. Oh, I just missed it. But yeah, so wow, there's so many obstacles that you're going to get. $29. I just got your CD. You just got a local job at $29 an hour. Nice one. Nice one. I think that's that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, see, this one right here. Look at that. I didn't take it wide enough. Didn't take it wide enough. I feel like I should do it again. Now, because this is a game and we're not really, we could do this. He's not going to move. He's stuck there. He's broke down. This guy's broke down too, and everything's broke down. I basically I've stopped time, and I can do whatever I want. So by the way, I'm going so fast because I pressed this button over here, and yeah, so that's why. And did I still hit that guy? Nearly. I nearly hit him. So I'm just like quickly doing this. Let's slow down now. Now that we're in the facility, we don't want to get in trouble. Ooh, okay. All right. In the real world, this would be a blind spot. So a blind setup. So we would get turned around. But this is a top-down view. We might as well just have a helicopter over our head telling us what to do. So I would get turned around. But other than that, I think the main obstacles was actually on the street. EU trucks swing more because the kingpin location. So did somebody just ask what the difference is? Yeah. Sorry, Justin. Yeah. Are you answering someone's question or giving a statement to me? But yeah, the kingpin location is further back, so the front sticks out a lot more. All right, 102. Ooh, this is a nice one. Yeah. We have very little room. This is basically less than the trailer length. So this is a tough one. This is a tough one. All right. But it's not impossible. Maybe it's not that tough. Oh, I need to. There we go. Okay, we're going to hit. So let's do a little pull forward. It doesn't take much difference. With the European trucks, the pull forward, small little pull forward does wonders. Okay, yeah, the pull forward, so important. What do they call CDL in Europe? Isn't it Class A? I think no, Class 1. What do they call it in? Somebody answer that question if you don't mind. Hey, I'm a truck driver. I'm about to do a road test with Swift Transportation. What can I expect in terms of backing when having issues with the alley dock during training? Any advice? Out of curiosity, Celo, where is your? I have no beef whatsoever with Swift and their training program. What I love about Swift and their training program is they actually teach you in 53-foot trailers and sleeper trucks instead of a lot of the cheap ass truck schools out there. They put you in a day cab and they put you in a 28-foot trailer. That's not realistic. Realistic is what you're going to be driving in the real world once you actually get your CDL. So what I do like that about Swift and CR England and Night Transportation, all their schools, they use their own trucks to teach you, and they use the proper size trailers. So anyway, I would definitely play my game a ton of times. Like this alley dock what I just did right there, just, go to my game and just do it 100 times. Just do it until you can't, until basically do it so many times to where you can just fly into it. Now this is I would go to the US version, download my US trucking skills, and so basically you're going to get to a point where you're just going to be able to just fly it in there. That was a terrible example, but I have made it to where I can just fly it right in there, and where it just becomes natural. Just keep doing it over and over and over again. It does translate to the real world. It really, really, really does. But anyway, let's move to the next one. 103. All right, let's hope I didn't forget. Yeah, see, in the current EU game, if you go to 103, this parking space isn't there because I forgot to put it there. Well, it's there on the EU, but it's not there on the UK version. Basically, it's not there on the right-hand drive, but it's there on the left-hand drive. Because when I created the levels, I mirrored them, but I forgot to move the space over. So my bad. So yes, I have one of the truck simulators. Okay, there we go. Good. Let's keep playing it. If I were you, I would only play level 56. All right, just play level 56 over and 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 over again. All right, until it gets so boring. Now, this one, I like this one. All right, so we are actually going to drive all the way over here. Okay, and not hit this guy, and then we're going to reverse. All right, and then we're going to go over here, and we're going to use this area over here. Trust me, watch what happens. Look at that. I'm pretty much nearly set up. Nearly. Oh, I could have done better. I might have gotten away with it. Let's take a look. Am I going to miss? I think I'm going to miss. I know I'm going to miss. Oh, but I can't. Damn it. I was watching this guy. I know I could have done better on that one. But anyway, you get the gist of it. That's how you do that one. Basically, I kind of call it, I'm turning my truck into a smaller truck is what I'm doing. By going too far and then reversing. It's kind of hard to explain. Ooh, this one's even harder again. All right. So we got a nice wide space, but very little room over here. All right. So the swing is definitely going to take into consideration, but I got to get extra close to this point right here with this point of the trailer. And it looks like we're doing okay. All right. Start our jackknife. I'd like to say that you're never going to be backing up into a situation like this, but you are. Not on a daily basis. Like once a month, you might get a ridiculous situation like this, but get out and look, dudes. Seriously, get out and look. What, in my opinion, is the hardest part about truck driving? Boredom. The hardest part, I believe, in truck driving is being able to drive 500 to 600 miles a day in a straight line. It gets really boring. It's like, oh my God, is this day ever going to end? You know what I mean? And there's only so many podcasts you can listen to. And being tired. When you're driving in Wyoming, Wyoming in I-80 drove me crazy. I hated it so much. My eyes used to get so heavy. There's like nothing going on there. And my eyes just... I nearly always had to take a break somewhere in Wyoming for a half an hour or whatever. I hated driving from Portland to Denver. That one little stretch right there. My eyes used to get so heavy. I don't know. What was the question? One of my opinions, the hardest part. Truck stops at nighttime is pretty difficult. Getting lost and getting out of that is nothing worse than getting lost. Well, nowadays getting lost isn't so bad because you can look on your phone. When I first started truck driving, all I had is a cell phone for calls and text messages. I didn't have a GPS, so I had to use a map. So when I got lost, I got proper lost. Did you ever encounter a lot of bad drivers? Well, yeah, every day. Every day you encounter bad drivers, especially at truck stops. And customers, even driving on the freeway. Yeah, you're definitely going to experience a lot of bad drivers out there on a daily basis. Your goal is just to keep away from them. Besides listening to music, what else do you do to keep yourself up when driving? Podcasts, talking on the phone. I used to have lots of conversations with my family back home in Ireland when I was driving. It was a great way to catch up. I would just be driving with them, and I wouldn't be. I'd be hands free. I don't currently drive anymore. I don't know when the next time I'm going to be on a truck. I'm a stay-at-home dad and I run a business. That's basically what I do right now. So yeah, let's move to the next one. I'm really, really trying to make, okay. So I'm think if we turn here, so I have to pull a U-turn. And I got to make sure the swing of the trailer doesn't hit these guys. I think I should have pulled it a little sooner. I really should have. And then we in. I can probably get away with it. Yeah, I should have pulled that U-turn just a fraction sooner. I'm just going to... I'm too close to this truck. I don't think we're actually in. Oh, we're in. Okay, cool. Nice one. Okay, that'll do. So I would have actually, let's just say we turned. Okay, so before I think I turned here. Okay, I think we should turn here instead. I kind of want to just do a better job at it. All right, we just got to make sure that swing doesn't hit. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah, that's what I should have done. And then we can just kind of just popped it right in there. Not a problem. I call that the U-turn back, by the way. It's the only way to back it in here. All right, Wyoming, Utah, Idaho, one of my best states to drive. Well, it's the states that you can drive nice and quickly, you know. So anyway, let's move on. Another difficult enough one, you know. Now, eventually, I'm going to be doing the bonus levels too. Those are the ones that are going to take a lot longer. But there's a lot less bonus levels than there is regular levels. Oh, so close. But we're in. What's that? 18 seconds. I love the levels that are just 18 seconds long. All right, 108. So this is a parallel park. Again, I like to dip into it. One thing about this particular level is that we have very little room over here on the left. All right, so we're going to use all this room over here. Kind of aim towards this spot right there, I think. Okay, let's start to turn now. Not hit that. See, no, okay, wrong. Let's try again. There we go. I think I'm good now. Let's take a look, and we can start our turn here, and then all the way left, and pull forward. It's a nice tough one. I love that. I love this level. Do it again. Do what again? The same one I just did. Okay, so this one. All right, let's go ahead and just start our turn now. 106. Why would I want to do 106 again? I can't remember. I've already done it, so wasn't I happy with it? Oh. Okay, so let's move over here. Now we can easily back it in there. That's what we do with that one. I think. Oh, am I going to get close to that guy's mirror? I'm going to hit that guy's mirror. So I'm going to go off to the right, create a better jackknife, and that fixed that problem. Okay. Done. I don't want to ruin the rotation right now. I'm kind of just going up one by one. But hold on, previous 106. Yeah, I got 3 stars, so I'm happy with it. Okay, I can't remember what 106 was, but this is a tighter version of I do believe the test that you guys got to do in the UK. So you got to you got to pull over here. You start over here, and then you just got to maneuver your way in. But it's a little more difficult. That's the thing about the game. You can make it nice and tight, and you just got to, because it's a game. So jackknife helps so much. Yeah, being already starting off in a jackknife will make you turn immediately, but you may not want that. Is the thing. All right, 111. I feel like we've done this one a ton of times. Oh yeah, I fixed this level. This level was broken, or it was impossible to finish the level, but I have it fixed. There we go. Go around that guy. All right, I think we're okay. Whoops. Oh, really close. All right. Yeah, this is much more fun when you actually can complete a level. What about a ton of pull forwards? I think I need to pull forward. There we go. And now we're in. All right. What is the coolest thing you've ever hauled? Ooh. And I've been in wind turbine blades. Oh, really? You do wind turbine blades? That's awesome. That's where you really get the 100-foot loads. Oh, I got disconnected from TikTok. Am I back? Am I back in TikTok? I get this. I think I'm back. Okay, it kind of says I'm back. I got TikTok. And everything. Okay, maybe my internet went out for a second. That's weird. Okay, cool. I'm back. because something happened on YouTube as well. I'm just wondering, am I back? That's so weird. Okay, definitely an internet issue. Thank you very much, everybody who's saying yes. Much appreciated. I hope that doesn't mess up my video. But anyway, let's move on. 112. What was the question? The coolest thing I ever hauled. Oh, man, thing is, I don't even half some. I didn't even know what was in the back of my trailer. I really didn't, because it was more like a need to know basis, I suppose. You just didn't need to know. It was usually sealed up right away. But I had a lot of beer, a lot of paper. Never, once in a while, liquor. Hold on, there we go. All the way to the right, and we're still going to end up pointing towards this guy, which is fine. We can fix that in a second. All right, so, whoops, I'm just going to go to the right, get my rear end pointing a little bit more, and then stop there. It's going to push it over a little bit more, and then we're in. Okay. And done. Okay. Somebody on YouTube, can you do me a favor? Can you just tell me if you can see me, so I know that I'm still recording over there on YouTube? But I know I'm okay on TikTok, so that's great. Hey, Peter88, welcome back. Thank you very much for that heart that you gave me. Ooh. All right, so we are going to drive all the way around these vehicles and do a straight back in here. Okay, you good. Thank you very much, Sharky Tor and Ottoman. Oopsie daisy. I know I needed to. Am I going to make it? Okay, that'll do. So we got to go all around these guys, all the way around more. We got to push my axles as further over here as possible, so I can clear this guy. That's going to be my problem. Ooh, I could be closer, which we can still do. I just can't turn too much because of the swing. Oh, I hit it. I hit it. It's just hard to clear this guy is all. I shouldn't have been that close. But it's getting a straight back is what we're looking for. Man, any tips on driving in real life? One thing that I struggled with when I first started is I didn't trip plan very well. I didn't understand trip planning. I didn't understand it. If something's 1,500 miles away, that's 3 days. I didn't understand that. For some reason, I wasn't able to. I learned that eventually. So if something was 2,000 miles, guess what? That is 4 days away. If it's 2,200 miles, it's still 4 days. You just work a little, but you can still you can just work a few extra hours, because a lot of that will be freeway driving where you can make up the difference. Anywho, that's my biggest tip, and don't be in a hurry. Yeah, don't be in a hurry. If you catch up to the guy in front of you, if you're cruising, all right, and you catch up to the guy in front of you, but you're already maxed out. I mean, you're already governed at the max speed, all right, and you catch up to him really slowly. Don't overtake him to where it's going to take you 5 minutes to overtake him. Just drop down a speed. Click that button down on your cruise control. There's no need to overtake him. You know what? There's nothing worse than trucks taking half an hour to overtake you. It's just I hated it. I always hated it. So I would just, not be in a hurry and just drop down 1 mile an hour on my cruise control. But tips on reversing, I have an entire YouTube channel dedicated to tips on reversing. So my tip for you is to go to my YouTube channel, and there is like 5 years worth of videos. And I'd recommend, starting from the start and working your way. And I think that's my biggest tip. I've given every scenario possible for backing, and I can't really give it to you by just verbally talking. It's just, it's kind of hard. It's kind of like I'm trying to give you tips here a little bit, but anyway, one of my favorite levels. I used to do this on a daily basis. It used to be recommended all the time, and because there's like 5 different scenarios in this particular in this map. Here's the first one. It's kind of like a parallel park or an offset back. All right. So then we kind of drive down this narrow little area. So that's kind of like one as well. Driving down this little narrow area is actually kind of tough. It's a balancing act. It's like trying to balance a pole on your finger. You know, you're kind of moving back left and right. Anyway, so first of all, we got to not hit that trailer. We got to park next to this guy here. And not hit this truck. I've given you just enough room. And then, whoops, let's go back a little bit more. Oh, I hit it. Okay. And then we are going to set ourselves up over here because we need to get back into this alley. And there's one more tough little thing we got to do. Well, two more. We got to tightly squeeze our way through here. And then we got to parallel park again. Or offset pack or whatever. It's the same thing. Same movements. And it's just showing you small little movements is so important when you have very little room and you can't jackknife fully. But anyway, that's as good as you can get really there. Now 1 minute 33 seconds. Anyway, people just headed to the grocery store for half price pepperettes. Okay. Now I'll back up traffic for 5 minutes. Yeah. Anyway, what else do we got? A little too hard. Let's move on to the next one. This one, I think this was a frequent one as well that we had to do. First of all, we need to back up into this space here, just so we can get turned around, so we can back up into this one. Can you use Logitech steering wheel for PC in your game? That's exactly what this is. Logitech wheel. That's exactly what it is. So yes, the answer is yes. Yes, you can. You can use any controller, I believe. I've never been able to test out the what's that other competitor of the Logitech? Thrustmaster. I've had a few people not succeed on that one, but I don't know if they didn't succeed because of their knowledge or they didn't succeed because it didn't work. So I can't tell you if it doesn't work because I know it has worked on the Logitech has worked on a lot of for a lot of people. Is your game free for Windows? Nope, it is not free for Windows. You have to pay $10, $10 US. There we go. Your game is so great for learning the basics of backing. Yeah, thank you very much, Ethan. Much appreciated. Would you say Would you say the game wheel is more sensitive compared to the real one? Well, the real one is at least 4 rotations from all the way left to all the way right. The game one, again, it's just like if you're reversing and you have your steering wheel turned all the way to the right, well, it's going to stay all the way to the right. All right. If you're going forward and you're moving forward, it will return to the center. The faster you're going, the quicker it will return to the center. But in my game, it doesn't matter if you're stopped. It's just going to return to the center. I wasn't able to fix that problem. All right. But anyway, plus it's 3 times the size. Yes, it is 3 times the size. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes you have a suicide handle. I could actually make a suicide handle on here. But anyway, okay. Sorry, reading some comments. There's a lot going on. You made this game. If so, that's awesome. Yeah, I would say I made the game. I paid the right people as well to do the coding because I didn't do the coding. Which iPhone mobile games I can practice and study? Oh, I don't know. This one? I don't know. Sorry. Let's move on to 117. Okay, so this is the second part of this level. The first one you had to back into door number 3. Obviously, we're going to door number 2 now. And eventually we get to door number 1. So sometimes the levels are really easy to make. As long as I've made 1, I can make 10. I just have to move the trailers around. But this isn't too bad. As long as you're just keep being angled the whole time. And then once you get in here, whoops, you know, it's nice and easy. So no requests today. I'm just working through all the levels and basically creating a video. Because this is getting recorded on YouTube. So that way, if anybody needs to know how to do a certain level, all you have to do is go to this video and click on the level, and it'll take you, there'll be a timestamp on there, and yeah. So I'm just killing 2 birds with 1 stone, going live and recording a video at the same time. You know what? I got lucky there. I wasn't watching this guy. I really wasn't watching it. I got lucky. So try not to get lucky in truck driving, because you can't try to get lucky. You just know that you don't know that you're not going to hit. But anyway, yes, thank you very much. Could you do me a favor and just tap those screens for likes? I'm losing followers on my TikTok, and so that would be great if you could do that. I think the more taps you give and the more gifts that you give, it just helps out with the stream. I believe, and so yeah, 119. Okay, can I? I wonder if I can do it from here. It'd be interesting if I could. Why wouldn't I be able to? I know this truck's in the way, so let's take a look. All right. Okay. I'm not hating this. Oh. What if I jackknife really hard now? Go all the way to the right? No. Okay. I nearly got it. Nearly. That was actually very close. Oh. Okay. Now I can jackknife. All right. I think I gave you just enough room to where you actually could do that from there. Oh, I lost my 3 stars by 1 second. Is there any levels with doubles and triples in the USA? Not in this game. There is a new game in the works that we're working on right now. And I'm working on it with a developer. I didn't want to pay a company to make my game because I wanted the full control. So I have a developer. I have a coder developer, and he's working on it, but he's working on it part-time. So it's whenever the game's ready, and that way I'm not, paying out the ass too quickly, and I can just pay him in segments, but we are working on a multiplayer game, and there's going to be lots of options. There's going to be doubles and triples, but you don't want to be backing up doubles and triples. You just need to be driving forward. I've never seen anybody back up triples that wasn't more than 10 feet. I'm not doing any level requests today. I am just working on knocking all these levels out so I can get a timestamp for you guys. So if you do want a level, I'll be able to guide you there. How is the new game coming? It's we're working on the user interface right now, meaning we want to know what it's going to look like, and we're trying to figure out some of the stuff what we're doing. Like, let's see if I can. We have a storyboard going on, and one of the things. So it's going to be damn it! It's going to be 1v1, so player versus player. All right. So when you click on the player versus player, it'll give you an option. You'll have your truck, and if you want, you can choose a different truck. There'll be skins. There'll be other trucks that you can earn and all that kind of stuff. And okay, hold on there. This is very tight, and so you'll be competing against another player, and for the best time. And if you get into accidents, you lose time or you lose whatever. It's just usually the best time. So you're going to be there'll be an entry fee, and whoever wins the entry fee. Basically, you put like 100. You put 100 in-game currency into the pot, and the winner takes it. And then you up, and then you gain a level. You gain rank. You're only going to compete against people in your own level, your own skill level, and. So yeah, that's basically what that. It's just trying to back up and explain the new game at the same time is kind of tough. But so this is much. I think we already did this one, but now it's actually these things are closer together, so it's actually a little harder, and these are longer as well. But yeah, it's going to be a multiplayer game, and you're going to be able to have your own trucks. You're only going to be competing against the same kind of trucks. Like, so if you're in Europe. If you're playing against someone in Europe with a European truck, you're only going to be competing against people with European trucks. Same thing with American trucks. Otherwise you have the advantage. But so hopefully there'll be. Now you won't be competing. Starting off, I don't think you're going to be competing against live people. You're going to be competing against past users playing the game. But so yeah, even be competing against me. Wait. Is this pre-recorded? Well, is this currently pre-recorded? No. This isn't pre-recorded. Surely that's a fact enough that I just said. That is this the fact that I'm answering you right now? No, this is not pre-recorded. But my developer is going to be able to make it to where the levels that you're going to be competing in, you'll be competing against somebody. You'll be able to see their replay. You're going to be able to see them backing up at the same time. I think via a ghost look. Oops, that's what happens when I'm backing up. Oh, bollocks. But I can get into that a little more another time. But it's just yeah, you're going to be competing. Eventually, you'll be competing against people live. It's just that I want. There might not be enough live people to play right away. Anyway, so why truck driving never? All right, why do truck drivers never use a backup camera on trailer? I'm guessing money. Honest to God, money and technology. It's just that there's like 4 times more trailers than there is trucks. So that's a lot. You know what I mean? Some live in TikTok are pre-recorded. Sorry, I know, no worries. I've never done a. My lives are always live, but I can understand that. You know, it is cheating. Eventually, what happens on TikTok when you're live? I actually have to answer. I have to like do one of those CAPTCHA things where I gotta like move a jigsaw puzzle over to the right just to make sure that I'm actually live recording. Anyway, imagine if you could use the ability to make your opponent lose power steering for 5 seconds. I love it. I love it. So the only way I can do that would be, yeah, the only way I could do that is if it was live. If you're really competing against somebody who's actually live, but lose power steering. I love it. So where they're only going to be able to steer very slowly. Okay, hold on. Lose power steering. That is a good one. I really love it. But I think we could, yeah, I like that. I really do love that one. The other ones too are remember the blind spots that I have, where it turns on the blind spots for the other person. And so there's going to be loadouts on the new game. There's going to be loadouts where you know, if you ever played Call of Duty, you know, where you could sometimes if you have a really high powered, really fast, what's it called, rate of fire, your accuracy becomes less or whatever, you know what I mean? One of these streams, what we're going to do, we're basically going to talk about the game. We're going to brainstorm. All right, because I want to make the best possible game for you guys, and having you guys here on the live stream is going to will really be handy. There's a few other ones too, but anyway, let's move on. If anybody has any ideas that they want for the new game for power-ups that will make it hard for the other player, by all means, I'd love to hear. Look at this, I got a heart. Thank you very much for the heart. Another heart. Oh, bloody hell. Names are for cowards. Thank you very much. So anybody who has a name is a coward, apparently. But anyway, thank you very much for all those hearts and a donut. Look at that. I got a donut as well. Somebody's got money to blow. Anyway, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you're watching this level right now so if you just clicked onto this level, the what's it called? Because the timestamp, you might be really confused. But somebody just gave me some gifts on TikTok. I think on YouTube, you guys can do stuff as well. If you'd like. I don't know how you guys are to do that. Oh. So on YouTube, I've just joined up. I've just started a membership thing where you can actually become a member. And I don't know how much, it's like $5 a month or something, you know. But eventually, I'm going to give you guys a lot of different content, content that won't be sharing with everybody else. I'm not 100% sure what that content is. Hold on, this is scaring me. Oh, I just missed it. But anyway, so this is how you do that level. I feel like I should have explained how I did the level and how I was able to do that. Basically, when I backed up all the way here, I turned way too late to where I had to reverse and then in. But anyway, that's how you do that level. So yeah. What else? Same is backs very smoothly. Okay. 123. Do real truck drivers do this because they seem to take the easier route? When I was a truck driver, I used to do that kind of stuff a lot. Just because basically, are you talking about when when I was turning, I would turn too late, and then I would reverse just so I could turn. It basically makes it allow. It kind of gives you a better turning radius. Hold on, let me restart this one. All right, I love this level. This is actually I consider this a bit of a competition. I try to do the best possible time where I'm going flat out, and I don't stop, and I try to get the best time. I think this might be my best time ever. I believe. Oh, no! I was doing so well. Sorry, I don't know why. I'm trying to mimic a guy I saw on YouTube one time in a real truck, by the way. Like, do they all this back and forth to fit between two trucks? And I can see if it's only one option. Well, that was the only option to be able to back up in that space. By the way, why don't you play a real truck game? Because I don't get paid to play a real truck game. I get paid to play my game. And as a truck driver for 20 years, I wanted to create a game that I wanted to play and that I feel like I could teach to play. So I created this game instead, where the physics are goddamn near perfect. You know, they really are. You know, I could play American Truck Simulator, and that's great. You can do that, but that's not a parking game. You can park in it, but it's not a parking game. You have like if you play it properly, it'll take you half an hour to get from one customer to the next. All right. So see what I'm doing here? I'm going all the way over here, just so I can get around this guy. All right. It allows me. Then I can just do a bit of a 3-point turn. I know people are struggling with this one. And if I didn't do that too, I'd end up struggling with this corner right here. I'm just giving you guys just enough room. And now we can back it up into the small little area over here, I think. Yeah, see, a lot of these levels that we're doing right now, we've actually seen before, but they're a lot tighter. See, I needed to be extra close to this point right here, and I wasn't. I can't believe I need to change the time on this one, because I don't think it's possible to get 3 stars on it. So this is level 124, EU, and sorry, and time change. Okay, sorry. Like, surely you should give yourself 90 seconds to get 3 stars on this one. I don't know what the exact time is, but all right. And boom. It's like the only time you can return hard is that last point right there. And I think we're in. Anyway, they should have simulators like the military ones for helicopters, but for trucks. They kind of do. There's some trucking companies out there that have their own ones, but I would definitely play American Truck Simulator, but try play it on VR. I've played American Truck Simulator on VR. It makes me sick to my stomach, but it works and it's really good. It's awesome. It's so awesome. But anyway, move on to the next one. 125. Okay, we've done this one a few times, I believe. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Or am I supposed to just drive out? I think, no, surely, hold on, let me restart. Can I make this turn? I might have made this impossible to turn. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you can't get through here. I'm sure so that's absolutely impossible. Yeah, let's restart that. So, okay, I did make this to where you can actually, you have to go all the way over here and all the way right and get ourselves already jackknifed, and then we can back it down over here. This is a little bit more tougher if you turn the blind spots on. Now, I'm not going to be making videos for the blind spots. Oh, I could easily back in there. Hold on. Oh, I didn't even think I could do that from here, but I think I can. I believe I've given myself just enough room to pull it off. Yeah, I did. Because there's no point. It's the same level, but with blind spots. So there you go. And it takes forever to make these videos, by the way. But no. It has come the same motions and the screen and the same controls. Yeah, it is. Oh yeah. Sorry. 126. Ooh, watch out for those mirrors. So this is going to be a lot tougher. Before when we did this level, this wall was all the way out here. All right, but now it's a little tougher. A lot tougher. We need to have the trailer already parallel and centered by the time the back of the trailer gets to the front of the space. Okay. And I think that's the setup that I need. Let's take a look. Let's go. We're gonna have to go nice and slowly because there's a lot of steering going on. And it's much easier to zoom in when you're playing on the PC. If you're playing on the phone, you got to tap this one here. So I had it to where you could pinch and zoom, but a lot of people were complaining about that because they would end up steering by accident or driving forward or reversing because it controlled it. It was annoying. But anyway, so I'm just going to do this quick. The pull forward is going to be quick, but this part, I'm afraid I'm going to hit. And we're in. I got me 3 stars. All right. Is there only semi-trucks in the game? Now, if you go to My RV Skills, you get to have RVs. You get to have boats, motorhomes. And yeah, it's an entire different game. Same concept, same coding, everything. I just changed the trucks, changed the physics. Well, I changed the turning radiuses and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you definitely want to download the My RV Skills. And I worked really hard on that game. I actually worked harder on that game on the levels than I did the rest of the games. But anyway, will you ever do a car version of this game? I don't know. It would just take more work. I don't want to compete against car games. There's like 2,000 car games out there. I don't want to be one of 2,000. I prefer to be one of 30 into trucking. But anyway, fellow lad from Cork now. Yep, I'm from Bandon. Where are you from? Watch out for mirrors again. Okay, so we could just do it from this side. But I don't know. I feel weird doing it from this side because this is not my natural side to back in. This is like a blind side for me. My natural side. Where the hell? Killa? I've never heard it. That must be a small village, is it? Killig? Killa? Killif? I don't even know how to pronounce it. Okay, let's keep turning. All right, the space is a little bigger. Okay, we're in. Oh, so close. But I think I'm doing it perfectly, though. Unless I had to do it from the other side. I'm going to hit this guy's mirror. I think we're okay. We were so close. Okay. We were so close. But anyway, there you go. That's how you do that one. Just up from Castle Martyr on the N25. My God, I've been out of this country way too long. I've been living in America for the last 25 years, so forgive me. Cork's a big enough county as well. It's the biggest county in Ireland. Anyway, I do believe we have another truck about to come racing down here, right? So we got to do this perfectly. You get one shot, otherwise he's going to ram you. Okay, we're good. All right, hugging the wall. Hugging. Is this how long have I been recording for? 1 hour and 7 minutes. Okay, I'm going to make this my last one. I got nowhere near as close to how many levels I did yesterday. Mainly because there are probably longer levels as well. Is there crash physics if he rams you? Yes. Yes, there is. And it's quite comical too, because it's not what's it called? I don't know how do I answer that? It's not realistic, I suppose. I wasn't able to do it perfectly. Unlike, oh, seriously? Okay, so anyway, you're supposed to do that without hitting the truck. And then we get turned around. And then we back up into this. I think this space is actually wider. Yeah, okay, I'll do that in a second. Let me just quickly see. Yeah, the actual space is much wider than the other one. All right, let me go ahead and restart. And so if I start to turn, he comes down really nice and quickly and does this. Boing. So yeah, apparently I didn't actually lose enough lives in that one. But yeah, there he is again. So he hits you. I'm surprised I even lasted. Let's go head on with him. Let's see how that works out. Head on collision. There we go. Where is he? Boom. Done. So absolutely destroys the game. Back into the nowhere land. And there we go. That's what that looks like if you actually hit it. So I think that was pretty comical. All right. Select level. 29. Is this one? I feel like this one's a little hard. Maybe. I think, no, hold on. It's definitely much harder in the American version. I'm not looking forward to doing the American version of what I'm doing right now, by the way. Oh. Okay. We just got to get... Stop there. Okay. All right. We got it back here, and that's all we needed to do. All right. That's our main goal. Then we can use this little area over here to get our rear end pointing somewhat near where we are going to be ending up. All right. Straight back. Straight back, straight back, straight back, straight back. And then turn. All right. It looks like we need to do it again. Same thing again. And... I think I'm in. Let's take a look. No, not in. Not in. Oh, what time is it? Okay, 1:14. Did I say that was my last level? It did, didn't I? Oh. Ooh, same thing again, but it's extra hard. So I think what we got to do, we can't do it from here. We can't just set up over here. We got to get turned around. I think that's what we got to do. I bet you Yanks find Irish accents funny. It is. Well, at first it's annoying because nobody could. When I first moved to America, nobody could understand me. I worked at a gas station, and people couldn't understand me. So making small chat, oh, that was so close. So making small chat was like, oh, I hated it. The amount of times I heard, huh? It's like, oh, nothing. It was just, I was trying to make a joke, but now it sounds, if I repeat myself again, I'm just embarrassed to say it again. Anyway, okay, cool. We got turned around. All right. How long have you lived in America for? 24 years. I moved in June 15th, 2000. Yeah. And then 2 weeks later, I got married. And no joke, I actually got married 2 weeks later to my pregnant fiance. So I needed to, yeah, I completely forgot about that. 2 weeks living in America and I got married. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, the Cork accent is one of the strongest in Ireland. I would disagree. I don't think the Cork it's a strong enough accent, yes. But there's depends what part of the city you are. If you're living in the proper country, you know, if you're living in villages, anywhere in Ireland, the accent is stronger than mine. Show us how to back up a trailer efficiently. I don't know. Just there you go. Just watch what I'm doing here. How long did it take you to get used to it? Oh, what's it? Can you define it? When I reverse, like it was, always drives in the other truck. Yeah, I say Kerry and Donegal. Oh, Donegal accents. I was up in Letterkenny one time, and I was in a pub, and it was like the first place we stopped was the pub, and then the accent, and I heard the accents. I'm like, oh my god, it didn't matter if it was a guy or a girl. I just wanted to hear the accent over it. It was such a. I love the Northern Ireland accent. It is something else. But I think they were basically saying the same thing about the Cork accent as well, you know. But anyway, let's move on. Bro, I agree with you. I'm from Czech and I couldn't understand my accent, and it was so annoying. I'm classed as a villager. Went to England and no one could understand me speaking normally. Accents are funny. They really are. I don't think I'd be as popular right now in the America with it. I think the accent, me being Irish, is actually something unique. So it is different. Hold on, sorry. Let me just try concentrate here for just a wee second. See, I never say we. Oh, okay. Looking good. The longer my streams last, the longer I go on my streams, the stronger my accent actually gets, or the more I drink. I'm not drinking tonight. Now, after 1.5 years of studying, it's much better, and they understand me. I know. I just learned to talk slower. I used to speak at 100 miles an hour because I feel like if I didn't speak fast, people would get bored. It was a kind of a mental thing. My boss got a new fleet of 770s, and they are savage. 770s are the Peterbilts? No, what's the 770s? Yeah, true. I was speaking too fast. How was the transition to the US? Oh, weird. I don't know. I was so young. I was still new. I was barely an adult. I was only 20 years old. I struggled. I just didn't know anything. I basically let everybody make every decision for me. Yeah. The Scania 770s. Oh, okay. There we go. The S cab. Never been in a Scania. One more is what I said 10 minutes ago. We'll see if I do that again. So here's what we got to do in this one. Now, we've done this one twice now. Before, this guy wasn't here, but now he is. And I'm going to back this in. Now, if we wanted to, we could just go all the way back here and pull a U-turn. You know, there's no wall back here besides this one. So we have plenty of room. Worked as a hostler at the rail yard. Was trained to pull 1.5 trailers past the slot when I was backing up. 1.5 trailers. That's about right for you. For a sleeper truck, it might be more because the hostler trucks are smaller. They have a shorter wheel turning radius. Now, one thing that you're going to need to worry about with a hostling truck is that if the axles on the trailer are all the way forward, you guys have to watch out for your trailer swing a lot more than the sleeper trucks. And you already know that because you've probably backed up more times than I have. But I used to be a hostler as well, but I didn't have a yard truck. I used a sleeper truck as a hostler, and I didn't back up as much either. I backed up only like around 50 times a day. You guys back up a few hundred times a day, but I had to get out of my truck a lot more because I had to open up the doors. We didn't have rolling doors, and I had to crank the landing gear every single time. Anyway, so yeah, what's this game called? It is cool. It is called My European Trucking Skills. There's also an American version called My US Trucking Skills. And if you don't want to drive semi trucks, you can download My RV or My RV Skills. Yes, nice short one. And it's all the same. It's just basically parking. It's a parking game. Just a parking game. 133. I think there's 40 left. 44 is what we got left. I'll probably work on them tomorrow. I'm going to record it while I'm live. Much easier. And I get paid. It's like getting paid twice. Yes, the American is the best. It's good. Yeah. It's good. What have we got here? Hold on. Okay. I prefer to play the Euro. If you're not a truck driver, you never plan on being a truck driver, download the European version. It's easier. It's you got tighter spaces, but I like that you can straighten up much quicker. And see, I've already screwed myself. Look at this. See the swing? Oh, I'm gonna hit it. Okay, let's do this properly. My goal was to get as close as possible to him, but let's try that again. So you do want to turn too late. Like you want to turn all the way over here, all right, and then a little bit over here. It basically is turning your truck into a smaller truck. Okay, now what we can do, you know what? I'm gonna do this again because I'm trying to get my trailer turning as quick as possible. So this is the best way to do it. All right, so we're gonna keep turning, and roughly around here. I could have kept going actually. Hold on now. Could I have? Yeah, I think I could have kept going. Hold on, I'm gonna keep going. No, I'm stretching the airlines out like crazy. Oh, am I going to be able to finish that? I did hit. Oh, I got too late. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay. So it might have been better to actually back in from the road. All right. Looking good. I don't know if I recommend doing that. Maybe the way I was doing it might have been better. But anyway, this is just another way. that I just kind of wanted to see if it works out. And we're not in. My trailer's sticking out just a wee bit. And yes, we're in. Okay. Okay. How much does it cost? It costs, well, it's free on the on your app on your phone, but you got ads. But then it costs like $7.99 to unlock every single level in the game, as well as it gets rid of the ads. So it's consider it $8 if you don't like ads and you want to unlock all the levels. That way you can just shoot any level you want to, and it's like it is $10 on the PC by going to mytruckingskills.com. I'm working on getting it on Steam. I am working on getting it on Steam, but they take 30%. Steam takes 30% of that $10, while I only lose $1 by selling it myself and having PayPal look after the payment. But anyway, I suppose you get what you pay for. Anyway, remember when you had only 2,000 followers? I do believe I do remember that. It's been so long ago. It's crazy though. I'm sorry. I keep neglecting the people over on YouTube, but I'm done now. How old am I? I'm 40. I'm going to read some comments and then we're going to leave. 88, right? Hand drive standard. That has been fixed, by the way. Driving in the city is nerve-wracking, especially Atlanta. So many tight turns. I didn't do too much city driving in Atlanta because I had to take the bypass because of that one. It basically says all trucks must use whatever that one freeway is that goes all the way around. How did you get that steering wheel and pedal to work with the game? I plugged it in. All right, so we're basically done. Hold on. So let's go back here for a second. In the settings, you can click on. It'll pop up once you have the thing plugged in. Restart the game, and the name of your steering wheel will pop up, and then you can configure it over here. Anyway, also, what else? So that's the answer for Rick if he's still there. How old am I? 44. Thought you had a Jamaican accent at first. A lot of people think I've got the Jamaican accent because I don't pronounce my THs very well. So I say 33 and a third instead of 33 and a third. So thank you for that. So the triple axle trailer is common in EU. I believe it is. I basically went onto Google Maps and Google Earth, and I went to so many different trucking spots, and most of the trailers were 3-axle or 2-axle, but mainly 3. So that's why I just did a 3. Anyway, are you from Mayo? I'm not from Mayo. I'm from Cork. And how do you get prescribed? How do I get a prescription for Oxycontin? I don't know the answer to that one. I'm sorry. Oh, you made the game yourself. I did indeed. I did pay someone to do the coding for me, though. All right, level 49. So anyway, we are done for the night. And since you haven't got tomorrow, I'm not doing requests today. If you don't, I'm sorry about that. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to go back to my kids. I got 5 minutes before the younger guy goes to sleep, but I was with him all day, so I don't really care that much. All right. Anyway, thank you very much. Just a reminder, the game is called My European Trucking Skills, also My US Trucking Skills for the American people who want to play with American trucks. And we have My RV Skills for, if you want to play with an RV. And anyway, so that's it. Thank you very much. I'll be back again tomorrow sometime. Oh, I've got to record we have a podcast that I'm recording tomorrow. It's called Just Another Trucking Podcast. You should definitely check out that because it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome, very professional. I'm part of it. I'm the editor. I'm the chief. I'm the manager. I'm the producer. I'm everything in it, except the wonderful other 2 hosts that bring so much to it that we can't exist without each other. So yeah, it's a fantastic podcast. It's called Just Another Trucking Podcast, not just another podcast, but Anyway, thank you very much. I will see you guys another time. So let me go ahead and do this routine of ending the TikTok first, and then we're going to end the YouTube. So awesome.